Hey folks, the first of 3 things that you definitely want to take on any fishing trip, whether it's freshwater or saltwater. First thing up is your grab bag. That's right, well this is a good one. It's got our show logo on it embroidered. But anyway, gotta have a grab bag. I keep this thing fully stocked with these items so that anytime you get a call, hey, the bite is on, grab the bag and you're off and running. So what do we keep in here? Well, first of all, here's some things. You want your phone and your phone charger. One of these little bank chargers is a great thing to have. You should never rely on the boat for power for your electronic devices, and probably best not to take computers, tablets, all that kind of stuff. Just your phone, so you can take pictures, text, and that sort of thing. And have this bank charger. You can also get them a lot smaller than this. Next up, you want to take a fillet knife. This is a really nice fillet knife. There you go. Whatever is your favorite fillet knife. And you also want to take some Ziploc bags so that after you fillet your fish, and we usually always fillet the fish at sea or when we get back to the dock. So anyway, we'll do more on that later. But you do want to have a good fillet knife. And here's another great tool to have. This is one of these handy all-in-one multi-tool gizmos. You see them everywhere. You probably already have one, but this thing is great to have, comes in handy. I actually found this one on the road when I was cycling on my bike. You probably won't get one quite this cheap, but this one works great, and it's a wonderful, wonderful thing to have. Next up, you want to have, believe it or not, some toilet paper. And keep your toilet paper in a very nice baggie, which is wonderful. This is a Ziploc bag. This should be self-explanatory. Another good excuse for bringing a bunch of Ziploc bags, not only for your fish, but to keep things dry. Now, one other thing about this bag that's great, if you're gonna go out and buy a bag, try to go ahead and get one that's water sealed. It can be very handy. That we don't have to worry about rain or boat spray or anything like that. But on this one, I usually just take a garbage bag and just wrap it around it. Works fine. Not very sexy, but it works. Hey, another thing you want to have in your to-go bag is sunglasses. Now, these are polarized sunglasses. You don't have to go spend hundreds and hundreds of dollars on a pair of sunglasses. I usually buy 1 or 2 pretty cheap because I end up losing them, breaking them when I'm out on the road, but you definitely want to have a pair of polarized sunglasses. Another thing you want to have in your bag is a small first aid kit. It doesn't have to be too extensive, but definitely have some lotion in there so that if you get a little hook or scrape or something like that, or small cuts, you can take care of it very quickly. If you're going on a charter boat, or most captains will have some small first aid kits, enough to take care of that sort of thing, but you definitely want to have some in your bag at all times. Another thing is suntan lotion. Get some good sunscreen and be sure to lotion up really good before you get out there. I like to use waterproof suntan lotion, and you want to make sure you have plenty of it. The other thing that you want to have is some protein snacks. Some really good protein snacks like a trail mix, certainly some canned tuna, that sort of thing. That's real popular with us fishermen. But you want to take enough for you and your buddies. Quite often you can end up spending a lot more time out on the water than you originally planned, so it's good to have some good protein snacks. The other thing you want to carry in your to-go bag for fishing is, well, definitely some bug spray. That's something that you're not going to always need, but when you need it, you're going to definitely want to have it. So just keep one can of off or in what kind of lotion you want. Always keep it in your spring. And I also use it at night when I do a lot of astrophotography. Good thing to have in your bag. The other things that you do want to have in your bag is some extra clothing, an extra shirt, an extra jacket, because even during the summer, if you're going out early on an offshore day, at least here out in mid-Atlantic like Virginia Beach, you can leave early in the morning, and believe it or not, even in August, it can be a little bit chilly when you're out there on the water. So do always take an extra jacket. If you don't end up using it, chances are one of your fishing mates will. The second thing that you want to have, definitely on any fishing trip, fresh or salt water, is your fishing license. Now, you may not need your fishing license if you're under 16 years old, or if you're 65 and older. You don't need your fishing license here in Virginia, and it's great. So now whenever the local game authority asks me, hey Jim, let me see your fishing license, I just thank them for the compliment. but you do want to have your licenses. And there are some places that you do not need a fishing license. For example, most charter captains, whether you're on a big head boat or a 6-pack going out for offshore for tuna or whatever, the fishing license they have is going to cover everybody on the boat, but you do want to call when you talk to your charter and just double check. Also, a lot of piers, the fishing license also is included in your admission onto the pier. A bunch of them I just love to go to. One's Cape Charles. It's free, of course, you know, no admission fee, and you don't need your license. So those cases you want. But other than that, you're going to definitely want your freshwater and saltwater fishing license. Always have them. And lastly, you've got to have a cooler, of course, because you want to take plenty of water. Hydration is very important. Remember, alcohol will dehydrate you when you're out, especially during those hot summer days. You're just sweating all day offshore. You want to make sure you take plenty of water. If you're doing a charter, oftentimes they'll have extra water on board, but just take enough water for you and your crew. Make sure you got it. And this also then, you know, we've got to talk about cooler size. I don't take big coolers at all. I take a very small little backpack cooler, enough to put, you know, say like 10 or 12 nice bags of fillets of fish when you're done, and also some water. It's very handy. I do not use ice. I recommend, it's a lot easier just to do the frozen bottles that you can do, any plastic bottle. Freeze them overnight and use those. That way you don't get a lot of water slushing around in your cooler. But yeah, there are instances that you will want to take a big cooler if you're out on a big head boat, sea bass fishing, for example, and you feel like you want to, and you're going to clean your fish at home, you're going to need a big cooler to put the fish in. But other than that, pretty much fillet the fish when you're out at sea, and a lot of head boats will do that also when you're out there fishing, or fillet it when you get back to the dock, and just bring back the little plastic baggies, the fillets, and put them in your cooler. It's a good way to go. Now, you may notice out of these top 3 things, I didn't mention fishing tackle. It'd be mighty hard to cover fishing tackle when you don't know what species you're going to be going after. So that could be a whole nother 100 videos. But we just wanted to cover the things you want to take in your to-go bag, so that when you can just run out the door, grab your bag, your cooler, and you're good to go. Now, if you folks have some ideas on some things that we happen to miss that y'all like to take out when you're fishing, please do put them down in the comment section. Also, our list, our top 3 to go, it's all right down in the comment section as well. And everything that we talked about, pretty much you can get at your local tackle shop, from fishing licenses to everything. So support your local tackle shops. They do appreciate it. Till next time, tight lines.